Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the channel. Today I have stumbled across Royal Portrush, the 148th Open course. This is a course that obviously featured the Open back in 2019, which Shane Lowry convincingly won. So let's get right into this one. I've got no idea who designed this, but fairways are soft, greens are firm, green speed's medium fast, everything else is default. We are playing off the blue tees, which are playing 7,346 yards. Now obviously Portrush Golf Club is a private golf club situated in County Antrim, Northern Ireland. It is a 36-hole club and it has two fantastic links courses. The Dunluce Links, which we are going to be competing against here, which is the championship course, and the other course is the Valley Links. But the main reason for today's video, guys, is obviously one, showcasing the course, this fantastic course. Apologies because I've got no information on who designed it, and secondly, I want to go and break, or attempt to break, the course record. Now back in 2005, which is the old course record, McIlroy shot a 61, but Shane Lowry, on his way to winning the 148th Open in 2019, shot a 63, which is a new course record. So let's see if we can, one, beat Shane Lowry's new course record, and two, can we go and smash Rory's 61. But in these 16 mile/hour winds, it's going to be very, very difficult, trust me. I don't think this is one of the most challenging courses on the tour. I think one of its main defences is the wind, so it's fairly ideal that we do have a strong wind here. So I'm really going to have to club down here, 116 yards, up 13 feet. I think we're just going to loft this up a touch. Certainly looking for this to land short of the pin and hopefully let it release forward using the contours of the green. But I'm really happy with my swing at the moment. It's in a really good place. This should bounce out fairly firmly. Didn't release as much as I would have hoped for, but you are going to see a lot of randomness in the winds here, guys, if they do continue to stay at this speed. But it's an uphill putt. Green speeds are 161. Can really attack this one. If that turns, it's going to drop. It does turn, and we do manage to pick up an opening birdie on the first hole. But I am devastated I can't find any information on this course. I do know calf loss 1991 and Yeltsman, Dave Woods have created versions of this course as well. But hole number 2, par 5, playing 574 yards, stroke index 16. But as always, guys, thank you very much for the continued support on the channel. I do truly appreciate it. So if you are continuing to enjoy the videos, please spam that like button. And if you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button. So with this 15 mile/hour wind behind us, we should comfortably reach past to this left bunker. Not the cleanest of swings, but it's not going to punish us enough. This should kick to the right slightly and just get held up in this slight uphill mound. But it's a monster tee shot, 327 yards, and these fairways are soft. So 253 yards, we're going to reach this with a 2-iron. I think this should be bang on, actually. That wind should really push this ball if we can get a good swing on it. Pushed it slightly right, but this should really make its way up towards the pin. May just come up a little bit short and left. But look at the carry we got on that 2-iron with that wind. Just failed to navigate it up that slight uphill slope. But we are going to have a 24-foot putt for eagle, 1 foot uphill. It's going to break left, but with the pace we're playing this, we'll probably take out a few bits of break along the way. Great putt line. Just turns off the last couple of feet, but that is going to ensure, surely from 2 to 3 feet, we are going to pick up back-to-back birdies. And we do move to 2 under par. But there are several signature holes in this course, guys, on the front 9 and back 9. But in particular, look out for the 4th, 5th and 16th holes. They are, in my opinion, the signature holes, and we'll see if the designer has executed them well. But from what I can see, very good recreation of this course. It is a course I've played many a time, just not this version. So 177 yards, 184, take off 7. So let's say it's playing 182, 15 mile per hour wind. We're going to have to come down 80 iron here. Tough pin location as well. Just going to deal off this a touch. And I'm relying on this wind navigating us to the right of the flagstick. Green should turn back on itself. Oh, I've put a slow. It's going to go long and right now. Watch this ball probably kick off the green. Yeah. It was the right club as well. If we didn't put that slow and push it right, we would have been bang in line of our intended landing area. Whether or not it would have turned out good, but we've got a 30-foot putt, down 4 inches. Breaking multiple ways here. Just going right edge of this cup. Played that dead weight. I tell you what, that could turn. What a putt that is, guys. Probably one of my best putts on a few rounds. And we are fortunate to pick up another birdie. And we do move to 3 under par. But this 4th hole, it is a long par 4, which is more than 480 yards, as you can see from the championship tees. It's got out of bounds right, thick rough to the left, and there's several bunkers in the undulating fairway, and the green is placed between 2 small sand mounds. Look at that, great recreation. Designer is bang on. If anyone does know who did create this course, please let me know. Just going to check out the course challenges. Many birdies. Let's see if we can achieve that one today. But once again, just showing you guys it is the first time I am playing this round, because it doesn't always pop up, the course challenges, for me for some reason. But look at the, saying I've got a 14 mile per hour wind back, guys, but look at the wind meter. It's just popped back up there. That is very bizarre. Never really seen that before. Just as well we are playing with the wind information on, because that could have been dangerous. But good tee shot. Found the right hand side of this long par 4.
Okay, looks like we have around 155 yards.
So 153, 14 mile per hour wind. Don't really have much of a backstop to use here unless we go left. So pitch and wedge, we are on this huge slope that's going to move us left and hold us up ever so slightly due to the incline slope. Not a bad strike. This should bounce out very, very firmly for us. Green should turn back on itself a little bit here. It's trying to. We could have played that a little bit better, but I did rely on that slope at our feet moving us more to the left than what it did. But nevertheless, pin high, 22 feet up, 4 inches. It's another challenging putt. Now that should turn back. Oh, I thought for a second there we were going to pick up another birdie. Good attempt, good attacking putt. And we should pick up our first par of the round and move on to hole number 5. Now the 5th hole is a relatively short downhill par 4 with a dogleg to the right. It has no bunkers, but a heavily undulating green perched on the edge of a large drop down to the beach, and has views across the White Rocks beach and the Dunluce Castle, obviously which the course is named after. So once again, fairly accurate recreation of this hole. But we've got a 15 mile per hour crosswind here. I think we can really drive almost to the front of the green here. So just applying a good bit of fade here. And I'm going to allow that wind to still take us down the right hand side of this fairway, hopefully. Carry that huge mound that's protecting this green here. I tell you what, we have nailed this. This should kick forward. How our nerve is going to kick, I don't know. We've actually got that all the way up to almost the middle of the green, and that is going to leave us. Oh, I don't like the chip here. 13 yards out, let's go for the flop. I think we may have to land this slightly past the pin and just hope that it bites. Good execution. It did bite, did sit down, and that is going to give us a 5 to 6 foot putt for birdie. 5 feet bang on. Very little turn in this. This is why I wanted to go long. But it's such an important part of your game, guys. Have a look at the greens. See where you're trying to land the ball. That's why I always try and tell you guys what I'm trying to do before each and every shot. And it's great to hear guys comment on the video say early your tips, the way you talk us through your shots really helps us out. And we do move on to hole number 6. Long par 3, playing 194 yards, stroke index 14. This is going to be more challenging here, really in between clubs. We do have a backstop, but I don't intend on being long here. Wind's going to move us back, so just really de-lofting this 5 hybrid. Wind should move us back in towards the pin. Oh, we've hit that clean. This should release well up this green. Can sit down anytime now, and what a fantastic golf shot that is, guys. So hopefully you guys are taking heed of how I do play in winds, high winds. That's all I seem to be playing in recently. But it's a great putt. Didn't have much to calculate or read there. And we do move to 5 under par. So let's see if we can continue this scoring. I would imagine we'll definitely be close to Shane Lowry's score. But Rory's 61 is going to be difficult to beat in these conditions. But hole number 7, par 5, easiest hole in the course at stroke index 18, playing 592 yards. But very impressed with the version of Royal Portrush that we are playing here. Gutted that I don't know who designed this. I couldn't find any information off it on TGC Tours or HP Studios forums. So I would really appreciate anyone who knows who designed this course to let me know in the comment section. I'm not going to get much distance here into this 14 mile per hour wind. Wind is taking us around a lot more than I anticipated, and we could be in the light rough here. We are. It's not really going to hinder us too much due to the wind. We were never reaching this in 2, but the wind did change. But 16 mile per hour, but I didn't expect it to move us as far right as that, if I'm going to be honest. So just applying a touch of fade here, try to sting this 2 iron. It is going to go to the right as well. Try and get this as far down the fairway. I would imagine at best we're going to have a pitching wedge or a lob wedge into this green. It's a good shot, but I must admit I love a links course, guys. So a 15 mile per hour wind into our face, 125 up 11 feet. So let's say it's playing 3 yards, so 128 into that 16 mile per hour wind. We're going to have to go 9 iron. Look at the green as well. This isn't the easiest of greens to navigate and get close to the pin, but we'll have a bash. Great strike. The wind should take us round, and I am hoping that this does bounce out fairly well. Oh, it sat down really quickly. But the wind, as you would expect, can totally change the nature of a course. These are firm greens, I do believe, but these 161s and these little uphill slopes are fantastic for holding you up. But it's a great putt. Really read that really well. For me, that's probably, I make that 5 times out of 10. But we do pick up the birdie, and we do move on to hole number 8, par 4, playing 434 yards, stroke index 6. But guys, I was absolutely gutted. I'm straight off the recording a course that I hope to get out to you guys. It was called the Reichenbach Falls, and it's obviously a Sherlock Holmes themed course. Go and check it out. The scenery, the elevation changes and everything in the round were absolutely fantastic. I absolutely cut it up. I managed to shoot a 16 under. It was medium winds, but it was a really fun course. For some reason it did not record. So as you can see, we did apply some fade there. Very nice kick off that right hand side slope, and that should leave us another wedge into this 8th green. But go and check out Reichenbach Falls. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that properly, but I am a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. And I do love a theme course. We have featured many on the channel, so really lofting up this gap wedge, hoping this 11 mile per hour wind carries us. We are starting to learn that these greens aren't as slick as we first expected, but this time the wind is behind us, so it should skip out fairly well. There we go, just like that. And that's what I said to you guys, the wind really changes the complex and the nature of a course, because as you've seen in my previous hole with it, I tried to do that exact same shot. Because the wind was in our face, the ball just almost sat down instantly. It's another tough putt. These greens are very challenging. Should turn. It does turn. The putter, well, I'm not going to say our putter, we're putting from close proximity for most of these putts. Our entire game is really well today in these tough conditions. But hole number 9 is a par 4, playing 432 yards, stroke index 10. But this is such a fantastic recreation of the Dunluce Championship course. We have played Cafalos 1991's version on the channel previously. Very talented designer, but I think so far this one just slightly edges it for me. Not happy with how my swing came back there. Very delayed. Pushed that one slightly right, but we're never reaching this bunker here due to the wind conditions. And we've got a nice kick there, and it does look like we've landed on a flat area of the fairway. So a 13 mile per hour wind is going to take us to the left and slightly hold us up. 10 feet uphill. It's going to have to be an 8 iron. And we are applying fade just to counteract that wind. And let's see if we can get this one dialed into the pin. Pushed it slightly right, but the wind, I can't see us bringing that back now. No. It's came up way short anyway, guys. That was never reaching. But that's a severe push right that really punishes the outcome of my stroke or shot. It wasn't we over applied the fade there. It was just a horrible swing line. It was never going to allow us to get in. There we go, guys. Who needs to land on the green when you can flop shots in like that? Wow. Huge element of luck there. Obviously, I'm trying to put it in or get it as close to the hole as possible, but when they do drop from that range, you do require a good bit of luck. So hole number 10, par 4, playing 447 yards, stroke index 13. But this course was designed by Harry Colt. And in 1951, Royal Portrush first hosted the Open Championship, which is the oldest of golf's major championships. It's an absolute laser beam of a swing. Wind's really going to carry us here. Should kick right. Didn't kick as far right as we expected, but that fairway was always going to hold us up, hence why we favoured the left-hand side there. It's going to be another wedge, but this time the wind's really going to push the ball. There is a backstop if we're long, but I'm not expecting to be long. I'm just going to loft up this sand wedge a few touches. We're on a slight uphill slope, which will take off the stink. Ah, put a slow on it. Put a slow on that. It's going to end up right. And as you can see, yardage was going to be pretty good. Maybe just a touch too much loft there. But it's going to leave us a birdie opportunity from 9 feet. It's going to break fairly aggressively to the left, but we'll play this with a good bit of pace. Oh, it's a great read. It really is a good read. We rifled that centre cup, and we do pick up birdie number 9. And imagine if we can keep this form up for the rest of the holes, Shane and Rory's record could well be smashed here. virtually. But hole number 11, par 4, playing 474 yards, stroke index 7. But this course has got to be up there with one of the best courses in the world. I think it was ranked 4th, its ever highest ranking by Golf World in their top 100 courses of the British Isles. So 13 mile per hour wind in our face. This wind will move us to the left hand side of the fairway. It's another shot that we're not... Oh, I've pushed that right. Wind's got plenty to bring us back round though. And that should sit bang in the centre of the fairway for us.
And this next shot's looking to be
So 192 yards, a lot of work to do here. These par 4s are, with these winds, are basically par 5s. So 192 yards, that wind, 5 hybrid for me. Lands just about front of the green. And hopefully we do get a little bit of release. It's a great strike. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. Is it going to release out for us up this uphill slope? No, didn't have enough club there. Wow. That wind just killed the flight of the hybrid. Poor judgment for me, but I really expected we could have reached the green there. So it's going to leave us a chip shot from 11 yards out. Fully expect to get this close. Put a slow in it, so it's going to go right. That came up really short as well. Wow.
Okay, let's see if you can stay
So
par here.
I've seen these putts miss for par. Going to break to the left. It's another putt that we will play with a good bit of pace. And we do manage to salvage the par, and we are going to remain
Okay, so that'll keep
at 9 under par.
under for the round.
But we are cutting this course up so far.
Number 12. This is the
Great to have confidence in your swing, guys. We have had a few horrible swing lines today, but conditions are tough. Like I say, I think this course has got a fair bit of challenge on it, but its main defence, as you would imagine, is the wind. It's a very open course. But hole number 12, par 5, 532 yards. Once again, the wind is against us. So just de-loft on his driver. Try to keep it low, below the wind. Far better swing. That wind is really holding that ball up. You actually feel as if you're playing with the beginners clubs when you're in winds like this. Going by the distances. Don't think we reach there. We may just come up on the front of the green, but I don't think so, because there is a huge false front there that I don't think we'll have enough club to get up on it. Good strike. Winds took us around beautifully. Are we going to kick up? I don't think so. Ball's probably going to trickle back down this slope and leave us a flop shot. Probably about 30 yards out here. 24, 26 yards up 5 feet. Oh, look at that little deadly slope just protecting that green there. So just going to de-loft this a touch due to the uphill element as well. There's our accustomed slow. Has that got enough to stay up? Is it going to stay? I don't think we actually got up the slope. I think we just came up short.
10-footer here. This is makeable.
Fairly straightforward putt though, but would have liked that closer. Just going to break more to the right than it is the left. So just going left side of the flag. Should hold its line. Does hold its line. A lot happier with my putt line today. And we do pick up birdie number 10. So hole number 13. Par 3, playing 194 yards, stroke index 5. Look at that pin location. Big green here, but protected by many bunkers, which, with this wind, are in play. Look at the view the spectators get on this hole here. Stunning. On the next tee box. So 205 yards, just to counteracting that wind. With some draw here. Try to use the green to my advantage. As you see there, green's going to break hard right. So just lofting this up. This wind should do a fair bit of damage. What a strike. So let's see if our yardage This should be really good. That should turn back towards the pin. I don't think I could have played that much better, guys. That is going to give us a pin high putt for birdie. 13 footer, down 3 inches. Don't want to play this too firm, although it looks uphill. Don't know why this is saying down 3 inches. Just trickled past the right edge. Didn't turn as much as I expected it to. Thought we played that a really good weight, but that's bizarre how that said downhill. It clearly looked an uphill putt to me. But we do tap in the par, and we are going to remain at 10 under par with 5 holes to play. Hole number 14, hardest hole in the course, stroke index 1, playing 473 yards. But wow, the views of this are just stunning. I can only assume that this was designed on PC. Like I say, I have played Calfloss 1991's course of Royal Portrush on the channel. Dave Woods, aka Yeltsman, has got a fantastic rendition of this course as well. So just lofting this driver up a touch. Hopefully this 14 mile per hour wind is going to hang us up in the air and give us a good 300 yard carry, I would imagine. There we go, 312 yards that ball carried. That is mental. Checks up at 338 yards. So it's going to be a wedge. Oh, look at that green and how it's protecting that pin. I don't know, I'm really in between clubs here. 129. Let's say it's playing 132. I'm just going to have to go with this and de-loft this. As long as we get up that slope, I'm happy. Really relying heavily on the wind here. Oh, it's a very slow. Wow. And with that, a very slow comes up, as you can imagine, way short and right. I certainly didn't feel like I swung that very slow. We are in a bit of bother here. Certainly not chipping it. We will go with the flop. Just want to get it up over this slope. Oh, get in. Oh, wow. Played that far too firm. Sometimes when you hit the flagstick, you get a break. We didn't there. That's kicked that ball about 9 feet past, 9 feet bang on. Looks straightforward putt. Just going to play this with pace. Could go wrong here. We could be dropping a shot. Played it firm. It does turn. It's another centre cut putt. We really have putted well today. Would have liked to birdie that, but we are going to remain at 10 under par. So we need to start picking up a few holes on these last 3 holes to beat Rory. Say we're definitely on track for Shane Lowry's 63. I'd really like to shoot 60 or lower. It is possible with all the work we've done these first 14 holes. But this is playing 426 yards. Wind's going to take us right. So look how far left we are aiming this. Wind should start to take us round. Can't see it running out of fairway. There's a slope here. Sit down ball. Wow, I'm really amazed at that. These are soft fairways as well, guys. But with Links Golf, the slopes, the mounds and the fairways, sometimes it's a lottery where the ball's going to stop. 104 yards, down 12 feet, light rough. Just going to loft this up a touch. Counteract that wind with some draw. This should be some shot if we execute this well. That slope is really protecting that. Pulled it left a little bit. Wind should start to take us round. Has it got legs to bite? No, it's came up short. Came up way short. It didn't come out well of that light rough, to be honest. So it's going to be an uphill putt. 18 feet. Up 1 feet. Turning to the right. Once again, we'll play this with a bit of pace, so we will eliminate a bit of the break. That's in. What a putt. I knew as soon as it left the putter, despite a poor putt line, that was dropping. And we do move to 11 under par with 3 holes to play. So, Hole number 16, this is named Calamity Corner. I think locally it's just known as Calamity. It is a long 236 uphill par 3. It's played to a green over a huge ravine short and right with mounds and hollows to the back and left of the green. Only one member is known to have made more than one ace at Calamity, and that was Michael Henry. He made the feat in both 2007 and 2019. So once again, really good replica of this hole. I'm really going to have to aim this right. If we're too far right of the pin, that ball's going to disappear to the left. But 2 wood, lofted up slightly. Oh, what a strike. Tell you something, guys, this is bang on. This is bang on. Please get in. Oh, just kicks right. What an attempt that was. Delighted with that. Probably our best strike of the round with the lofted up 2 wood. Tricky putt still to make birdie. This would put us 12 under. And definitely on track to get that course record. Oh, that turns. I didn't think that was dropping. Wow. I tell you something, we're very fortunate that drop, and we do move to 12 under. 2 holes to play. So, hole number 17, par 4, playing 408 yards, stroke index 15. But visually, this course is stunning. The way it plays is stunning. Thoroughly enjoyed my round out here so far. That could all go pear-shaped in the last 2 holes. So once again, that wind right in our face. Stiff wind here. It's just going to de-loft this. Try and keep it below the wind. Probably only helping us out by a few yards. But every yard does matter when you are playing in these kind of winds. It's an uphill fairway by the looks of things. So yeah, once again, really lacking distance off the tee. I feel like I said earlier, a good few holes, I feel like I'm playing on beginner clubs with no wind. But 126 yards, down 13 feet into that wind. Let's have a look, 15 mile. Oh. Pitch and wedge is really going to hold up. But these are one of that winds where sometimes... Oh, it's changing. Sometimes it'll move you more to the left and it will hold you up. But we've really de-lofted this pitch and wedge. I'm confident it's got enough club to get there. Wow, way short and left. Way short and left. I should have actually went to 9 iron and de-lofted that. But I'm not sure if the wind changed on us a bit there. Didn't expect it to go as hard left as that, but it did. So we're going to have to get a good up and down here from 12 yards. Get in. Get in. Oh, beautiful flop shot from the bunker. And we do tap that in for par for the up and down. We've never looked like dropping a shot this round despite these high winds, which is phenomenal. So just need a par here, I do believe, to smash both the course records. But what a fantastic finishing hole here. Par 4 playing 474 yards. All the corporate tents and media tents. Absolutely stunning. I'm gutted. I don't know who designed this course to give them credit. But this is, for me, in my opinion, the best version of the Royal Portrush that I've played on the game. So 15 mile per hour wind. Setting us down the right hand side of the fairway. Should turn us back towards the centre to left centre. And that's going to leave us a long approach shot into this 18th green. Would love to birdie this one. Actually, see, there we go. That wind hardly moved us there to what I expected. I expected to be another 5-6 yards left there. But look, the wind did change. That wind was taking me left. So you've really got to keep your eye on this wind, guys. Maybe it's not a good idea that I've got it and fade out. I'm maybe going to have to change that. So 177 yards. It's got to be 5 iron. Fully expect this to land short at this green and sit down very quickly. Ball's going to move left at our feet. It's a 17 mile per hour wind. Just not happy with how that's coming back. Want to take my time over this. Great strike. Come on, wind, take me right. Oh, this is bang on. Please run out. Please run out. It does run out, and that is a fantastic approach shot. It is going to give us a putt for birdie here. I think this could be a 58 if we convert this. Or maybe a 59. I'm sure it's a 58, you know. Let's make sure we convert this. Can't see it turning past more than outside left. Hold your line. It does hold its line on. What a fantastic birdie that is. And it looks like we have absolutely smashed it. It is a 58, 13 under par. Wow, we do achieve that course record virtually, guys. But that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching that as much as I did playing my round here at Royal Portrush 148th Open. But without a shadow of a doubt, guys, that is going to be a 5-star and a favourite for me. So, like I said, if you did enjoy the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.